What's a mistake most guys make when trying to get a girlfriend? Taking their advice from men whose income depends on their audience remaining single. Or any podcaster, honestly. Applying your previous relationships to your new relationships. For example, I took it to heart when an ex called me clingy, which led me to try and play it cool in relationships after, where big romantic gestures would have been appreciated, that I would have loved to have done, but didn't because I thought it would make me look clingy. In CBT, this is called reframing. You take a limiting belief, I am too clingy, and reframe it. I value closeness and need someone who also values that. Holy fuck. No shit. This just changed my perspective. Thank you so much. I've always considered relationships as learning experiences. You probably aren't going to marry the first person you fall in love with and be with them forever, and that's fine. You learn a lot about yourself and how to treat other people even in failed relationships. Trying to get a girlfriend instead of just getting to know someone. Yes, you still have to communicate your interests somehow if you want things to progress. Yeah, my only relationship that were worth a damn were with people that I met as friends where something blossomed rather than just hitting on a girl I thought was cute in the moment. It almost seems like a girlfriend is this magical prize some guys think they receive as a reward for a certain kind of behavior they think this girlfriend wants. They aren't. Women are people and they either like you or they don't. Shocking, I know. Pretending they are someone they are not. I think this is more or less the most important thing, to be sincere. Not only with others, but with yourself. Trying too much. Lying. Pretending. Etc. It took me about 34 years to discover that it was much easier to turn my best friend into my girlfriend than the other way around. Even before we were dating, she knew the real me deep down without me putting on a show and pretending I'm something I'm not. The result is the best relationship I've ever had and hopefully my last one. The point of what I said above is that, in my humble opinion, it's better to just be who you are and let the chips fall where they may, rather than putting on a facade you'll have to keep up the rest of your life just because you want a girlfriend. I truly believe that it's better to be alone and who you are, than to be with someone and have to pretend to be someone else to keep them. I tried turning my best friend into my girlfriend too, but no matter which approach we tried, his penis always got in the way. In my honest experience, the most common mistake is not asking her out. I've seen men flirt for 3 to 8 months with a girl or pine for over a year without ever saying anything to her explicitly. Just like waiting for her to notice, I suppose? Don't do that. If you're interested and think she is, make a move within a month or two. After that, it gets more awkward to try and change the terms you're acting on. It's interesting to me that another comment says that relationships are formed by genuinely wanting to get to know someone through friendship first. To me, that would be a lot longer than just a month or two, but going by what you said, that'd be too long. I'm not looking for advice, and I personally think there's no trick, and relationships just sorta happen. But either people think you're moving too fast or slow. It seems hard to find that Goldilocks zone. As a woman, I've always appreciated it when guys make it clear that what they would like is a romantic relationship, but they are happy to take it slowish and put the effort into getting to know each other within a dating framework. Like, spending a few dates building an emotional connection similar to but more intimate than friendship, rather than either not expressing a romantic interest then blindsiding me months into what I thought was a platonic friends, and valued as such, or wanting to jump to a physical relationship and dismissing the need for emotional connection as soon as the date was agreed to. Following bad advice from the internet. Assuming the way you treat them is the only thing that matters. How you treat yourself, your family, your space, and the strangers around you are all also very important things girlfriends notice very quickly. Forgetting or not realizing that it's a mutual thing. You can't force it, and neither are you required to. She either likes you, or she doesn't. Women aren't some mythical creature that needs to be tamed. All it needs is chemistry. Which leads us to the final point. Be yourself. Being the best possible version of yourself does of course help, so try giving that a shot. No, don't listen to all this rational stuff that makes perfect sense. You need a big hat, like 2 feet tall, only wear robes, grow an even bigger beard. If you can't grow a beard, just get a fake one, preferably gray, she won't know the difference. And a walking stick. They think that there's some secret formula that if they follow it exactly it will guarantee a girlfriend. Along with this, thinking they would have a shot with any girl as long as they just said the right thing, if they were attractive enough, rich enough, etc. Lots of women don't want you no matter what you do. And that's okay. You aren't going to like every single woman in the world either. The key is to find the women who are open to dating and would like you. You're going to have poor odds if you're just hitting on random girls on the bus. But you'll do a lot better joining a club for something you like and getting to know other members. Talking about yourself too much. Try to ask at least 3 follow-up questions. Get them talking about themselves and engage with what they're saying. Thank you, this is so important. When I was single, I went on a date where the guy talked at me for 3 hours non-stop, never asking me any questions, including a rant about his ex. I felt like a very underpaid therapist. Love bombing. They go for extravagant dates and attention, and when they go official, they relax. They don't realize that they have set that behavior as normal and will suffer the consequences later. Let's not do this thing again where we completely distort what words mean. Love bombing doesn't refer to extravagant gestures, it refers to extravagant gestures, and similar, specifically with the purpose of keeping a person from questioning negatives and luring them into a state of gratefulness that makes them unlikely to object to mistreatment and overstepping boundaries. It is a manipulation technique, not a synonym for performative pizzazz. And since these misconceptions always show up in packs, gaslighting doesn't mean disagreeing with someone and directly opposing what they said. It means purposefully making someone feel like they're unstable, crazy, unreliable in their beliefs to assert one's own goals. Glad we could clear that up. I told my girlfriend, prepared to be disappointed, on our first date. She laughed. 7 years later, she has realized I was serious. Trying too hard to make an impression. Try less hard and listen more. They see a girlfriend as a sidekick to their life, who will make it complete, not her own full person. They don't have female friends and so only know how to interact with women their age as potential romantic interests. They use physical touch and sex to regulate stress because they never learn how to self-soothe their emotions themselves. Build community and support systems, close and supportive relationships outside of a girlfriend, so that she is not expected to be your entire support system. Stop seeing a woman dating you as a mark of success or acceptance. Sex is not a reward for being a decent person. Take some notes from all the women who are learning to decenter men in their lives. This isn't a rejection of men, it's reprioritizing themselves as the center of their own lives, and learning to be complete on their own. Dating is not looking for a missing piece. They focus on the things that men say women value: muscles, money, height, instead of the things that actually make you a pleasant person to be around: financial security, ability to take care of yourself and your body, good hygiene, keeping a clean, homey home, knowing how to cook to feed yourself, going to the doctor, taking care of the things that women are so often expected to bring to a home. Build a home and life that doesn't need a woman's touch, living like a bachelor, with a dirty bathroom, only frozen pizzas in the fridge, dirty sheets, dirty fingernails, makes you look like a teenager who needs a mom, not an adult man who is ready for a partner. If you're lonely, get a dog or a cat, volunteer, make new friends, build a chosen family. The solution isn't to go on a date. That's like going grocery shopping when you're hungry. Feed yourself before you date, and then you can find the right person and say goodbye to the wrong person because you aren't desperate for what you hope they offer. All of this advice should also be applied to women. Thinking that being mysterious means not texting back for 48 hours. Spoiler, it just makes you seem like you're ghosting them, lol. Thinking they need to act like someone they're not to impress a girl. Most of us can tell when you're faking it, and it's such a turn-off. Just be confident in who you are. It's way more attractive than trying to put on a show. I always say this in a language they can understand. Bro, you're thinking like a man, not a woman. They assume women want one thing, but they shouldn't assume at all. Get to know the person as an individual, what they like, what they want, and decide if you are right for that. If not, move on respectfully. Treating it like a fucking conquest. Forgetting that they need to love themselves first. Not noticing if she's interested. This goes both ways too. Some guys will pursue girls that have no romantic interest in them but are trying to be gentle and not hurting feelings, so they end up wasting time chasing someone they can't be with. Then other guys don't notice the obvious. To girls, flirting happening and end up missing out because they couldn't take a hint. Learn to recognize both ways and respect the choice of the girl making it. Something I had to learn the hard way is that if a girl wants to take things slow, she still wants to be kissed, flirted with. My mind associates things like kissing and sex as relationship things. So when a girl says she wants to take things slow, I immediately pull back and go slower with those acts of love. From what I've heard, I'm in the minority, so maybe not an issue for others, but I struggle with it. Do you have a similar story? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one.